The biggest thing here is going to be this is showing heroic and mythic. For heroic, it's just one of these lines of things. It's Aranog from the first tier, Vault of the Incarnates, or whatever it is from Dragonflight. So when we get into the poll here, you can see them coming in from the outside of the room. There are these tethers things. They are immune until we hit them with a tank frontal. The difference on Mythic, which this is Mythic, is there's going to be a back-to-back tank frontal. So we are going to hit one, make it immune, or sorry, make it vulnerable, and then a second one back-to-back. So now both of these can be hit. So again, second tank frontal coming out, hits that other one. So that is the way Nova and I are going to want to do it, basically. And they're always staggered, so we can never use one tank frontal to hit two. The other thing you can see is this purple beam that's coming out over here. We'll review that in a little bit. Essentially, so like you can see it's hitting like this orb underneath the boss. It's doing raid-wide ticking damage because it's doing that. For those of you that did Avatar, it's that mechanic. We just have to soak it. And then he will do these little strands, which is these lines that people are running out right now. You can see people connected to them, and you just take them to the outside of the room, you snap them, and they grow, just like Anseric webs. And then we're going to do another round of breaking these tethers, and there's still only one crystal absorb soak thing going on right now. Or sorry, there's two. So the way Nova and I want to be doing this is there's two going on. So we want to be breaking them in the direction of at least one of these people soaking Nova. Okay? So that way these people can get through and continue to soak without having to do anything too crazy. That's one way of doing it. The other way, we'll review it when we get to the raid plan. So we're just killing these tethers. It is a hard swap from everyone to kill these tangles, especially week one, just because it's the only way we wipe. There's a giant circle. Get out of it. I think if you stand in it, it tries to suck you back in. But once you get out of it, it doesn't suck you in anymore. And now we just repeat. Boss phases at 50%. And now there's 3 crystals that have to be soaked, I believe. And we're about to phase. So he breaks himself off from his other body, so that purple goo underneath him is his blood, basically. And then he does this frontal. This frontal has to be soaked by at least 5 players. And every time you soak it, the next frontal is going to do increasingly more damage to you. Depending on what this looks like live, I do think we point it to the outside of the room like that. And the reason for that, I'll show you right here, is there's going to be all these circles. So while this frontal is going out here, anyone not soaking can be playing all around here and making it so that the people who have to get out of this soak have more space around here to get out with this circle that's about to come out on everyone. So essentially it's just going to be more friendly for everyone to do it this way. And as the boss keeps moving, he keeps dropping his blood on the floor. And outside of that, we just dodge, push back circle. Doesn't leave anything behind. And we just repeat this the entire way. And we just basically go back and forth, swapping who's in this frontal and who's not in this frontal. I do foresee something of like potentially there's like a full immunity soak or a 5-man immunity soak, something along those lines. But yeah. Anyways, that is the entire fight. To try to represent these crystals a little bit better. Again, in Heroic, there's only one, so we only have to kill one of these tethers and then they're through, and then this crystal does not exist. To try to get you guys to understand, so if Faints was soaking this crystal, we would want to be breaking these 2 tethers so that he can continue to soak this crystal while he gets safe by killing this one, which will get rid of this line, and then killing this one as well, which would get rid of the line that would be going up here. So that way he can get through and still soak the entire time. It is a 2-person soak rotation. To give you guys an idea, it's called hyperinfusion. With your 2-man soak group, you guys can 2-man this the entire fight or the entire phase 1. So one person can take however many stacks, and then a second person can come in and take the leftover stacks until the crystal goes away, and then you just reset. So Bancher or Marsh here could have just, or and he could have just like basically reset and started soaking immediately again if he wanted to. The way we will probably do this is if you are a mage, a monk, a warlock, you will probably be on bitch duty for this fight. But the reason for that is once we get 2 and then 3, paid obviously can't get through this. So as these ones start getting forward that aren't broken, it's going to be Xancha blinks back to the crystal instead of taking the route that everyone else takes, so that he can take over soaking this crystal. And then it'd be the same thing for monks, it'd be the same things for warlocks. So that is essentially the entire fight. Any questions? Cool.
You just immune through the thing as well?
I assume so, but I haven't heard anyone say you can, and I haven't seen any footage of people doing it, but I assume you can.
Did you ask about Void Elf?
Oh, you could also void elf through, yeah. That's a good call. Okay. So now we will go to Soulbinder, and this is where we're going to start focusing